Hello everyone! In today's video I will be covering the best Sova RECON arrows and shock darts that I personally use on Icebox. But before we start, make sure that you are subscribed and that you have your notifications on so you don't miss out on this amazing educational content in the future. And now, onto the lineups. Starting with the attack, the best RECON arrow for early information on A. You line up yourself in this corner before the round starts. There's going to be a spawn barrier here, but you're going to be able to see through it. Then you're looking at the bottom part of this and you are lining it up with the second vertical line in your charge bar. You need to make sure that this bottom part goes through the middle of your vertical line and that this vertical line is standing in the middle of this. So when you have it like this, you do one bounce, full charge. This arrow needs to land on the edge right here. The reason why it's so good is because, of course, it gives you early information on all of this right here. If someone going fast in the zipline here, if somebody is camping here, if somebody decides to hold here, and most importantly, if there's a jet player holding this angle early right here, the arrow lands here and it scans her. If the bomb is planted on the best spot, your job as a Sova is to hold behind, so nobody flanks you while your Viper is lining up, and you also have your own lineups as the shock darts. The way I like to do it, I like to line myself up with this line right here, and you have a little window here that you can see if somebody's pushing behind. If after a couple of seconds after you planted nobody's pushing behind, you can get ready for your own shock dart lineups. The most common one that I use is I simply aim in the middle of these two right here, one bounce, full charge, drops exactly on the bomb. You can do two of these pretty fast, you can do a lot of damage. And the second one that also does the same job, I just aim at the blue wall right here. You do one bounce and two charges. Moving on to B. First, you will wait for the spawn barrier to go down. After that, if the enemy team has Viper, she will usually molly this. So wait for the molly to go down. If they don't have a Viper, then you can just proceed with the lineup. You're gonna go backs against this wall. You're gonna look for this part on the green container. You're gonna line it up with the edge of the wall. After you've lined up, you're gonna be looking at this right here, but with your second diamond in your charge bar. You're gonna put the right edge of the second diamond inside that part. Then you're gonna move it slightly up, not too much, just a little bit. Then you're gonna do one bounce and full charge. After you confirm that nobody's pushing behind and the enemy has started a retake, you will go line up for your shock darts. You will go into this corner right here. The first shock dart, you will put your crosshair in this corner, this edge right here, move it a little bit to the left, do a second charge. The second arrow, we are looking at this part, we're looking at your health and your armor, and you're gonna put the top edge of your armor where it says 50, you're gonna put that edge exactly on here. This one you just tap it. Together, they look like this. Moving on to the defense. As a Sova, I like to play on mid boiler and watch if somebody pushes mid. So I have like 3 different arrows for mid, and then I am fast to rotation on A and fast to rotation on B with my shock darts later. First arrow is to early reveal B. You will go into this corner right here. You will look at the circular thing, the container right here, and you're gonna look at it with your circular part of your drone icon. You're gonna match them exactly the same. And then you're gonna slightly move it to the left, just a little bit. It's gonna be a second charge. The reason why this arrow is good is because it reveals this whole site right here, and if they already push here, they're all gonna get revealed all the way to up here. Next recon arrow is an early information arrow for mid and B. To line it up, you line up yourself in the corner with the spawn barrier. Then you look this edge right here, but you look with your charge bar. You put the outer line of your charge bar in the corner so it fits exactly like this.
Deep breath.
And after that, it's just a full charge.
Scanning ahead.
Next recon arrow is an early information mid. It's very simple. You line up this edge with this edge right here. Then you just simply aim in the middle of this light. You do one bounce and full charge. If by any chance you're playing B with Sova, this is a good early information recon arrow for B and for mid as well, but from yellow container. The way you line it up is you line up this edge with this edge, like that. And then you simply aim exactly right here. You do one bounce and full charge.
Scanning ahead.
It's a similar arrow like the one from the mid. It hits here, scans early all of this, and also scans early mid. Next arrow is a retake recon arrow for yellow and back B. You line it up by going into this corner. You're gonna be looking at this edge right here with the second vertical line in your charge bar. You're just gonna put it right here. You're gonna do a second bar. It lands right here, it scans all of this here, and it scans a little bit behind yellow if somebody's holding a wide angle. Next lineup are two shock dart lineups for two different positions to stop the plant. One is going to be for this position and one is going to be for this position. The way you line them up, you shoot them both from the same spot. You go into this corner right here. You will look at this black part on the crane, and where it says letter C in bounces, you're just gonna put the C inside that black part. And it's gonna be a second charge. The other one is from the same position, same corner, almost exactly the same lineup, except you're not using the letter C. This time you're using the bracket on the black part and you're putting it a little bit up. It's also second charge and it lands right here. Moving on to A defense, we have early information arrow for belt and behind the nest. The way you line it up, you go into this corner right here. You're gonna have to have your knife out and you're gonna have to look this edge corner right here while you have your knife out, and you're gonna line up the horizontal line in between your recon arrow icon and your ultimate icon. It slightly touches that corner, but not with edge. You just move it a little bit to the right. Then you do one bounce, full charge. Next arrow is a retake recon arrow for pipes and belt. If the A site is clear, you simply line it up from this corner and you're just simply gonna aim exactly here. You're gonna do full charge. You're gonna land exactly on this corner. It scans all of these pipes and it scans all of this where they usually camp, and also belt. Next lineup are going to be two shock dart lineups to stop the plant on A. You line up both of them from the same position. You go into this corner. For the first one, you're gonna be looking at this edge, at this corner right here. You're just gonna be moving it a little bit down. You're gonna do one bounce, full charge. The reason why this shock dart is good is because it lands exactly here and it's gonna shock this and this at the same time, so you don't have to worry about changing your shock darts. And the second one is for the open plant. It's for the same position again. You go into this corner. And all you really do is look at this part right here, and you put your second vertical line in your charge bar exactly on this edge. You do one bounce and full charge. Lands exactly here. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I use these lineups in 90% of my games on Icebox, as they are very easy and simple to line up and give great value overall. I hope this video is going to help you win more ranked games. If it does, please leave it in the comment and which lineup you like the most. Next video I will be doing breeze lineups, and after that I have a very spicy video that you don't want to miss out. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing and liking this video, as it helps me massively and keeps me motivated to make this content for you. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.